Okay guys, so what we'll do now, remember, select your rig here, the face, this option here at the back, the face, and go to face rig visible. Then you'll get these extra faces on it. Now what we'll do, we'll grab all of these. These are the whiskers, right? And let me turn this off because this keeps coming on. Not good. And let's get these. Okay, and then the last one. That, and that. Okay, key. At the start, key at the end. So what we'll do, we'll just add a rotation subtle one to this. Going like this, okay? So if you look, well, actually what we'll do, so when it steps, then we'll go down. And then in the middle, we'll go back up and we'll copy that over to 15. So every time there's a step, it's going like this. Now what we'll do, we'll just soften it slightly. We'll move these couple of frames. Okay. And even, we look here. Could even move these up a bit. Doesn't have to be too much, right? That's fine, something like that. Very subtle. And then to cycle this, go to the next 3. Move that by 1. Go to the next 3. And move that by 2. 1, 2, right? So you've got a bit of an offset. And then if you leave the top one, get the bottom one, offset that by 1, select all of them, and go to the right at the bottom and offset that by 1, 2, and they'll all, that the first one will happen, then the second and the third, you'll get that kind of bounciness, right? And just do the same on the other side. So we'll go to the other side, we'll get these. So this is just a very quick way of you to add some secondary motion very quickly. Okay, so if we select this, and then let's go to the middle, keep the middle the same. So when you land, we know when we land, we'll go down and just copy that to 17, right? Same, right? And then what you'll do, we'll just bring this up a bit, keep it the same. I think it was around that much, right? And then same thing, get the second ones on all of them, offset that by 1, make sure you cycle it, and then the next, offset that by 1, 2, right? Again, you've got that. And then all you do is you leave the front one, leave the top one, get all of them, and overall, so make sure you cycle them, move it by 1, and the last one, make sure it's all cycled, move it by 2, 1, 2. There you go. And if you really want to make it a bit more asymmetrical, then what you do is keep the bottom one selected, select the top 2 and the middle, all of them. The bottom's already selected, right? And then you can just move it by 1 and you'll see it'll happen. If you delay it a bit more, look, you see that one's happening way after and that's happening a bit before. So I'll just do it a little bit, keep it subtle like that. And that just creates a bit of symmetry, because you don't want, sometimes it's good to have it asymmetrical. Sorry, not symmetry, asymmetrical. But, and then you know what, maybe here we could even have it open slightly. So do that same keyframe in the middle, contact, and the end. And as the whiskers, when we go to 5, we could have a subtle rotation like that and add that to 17. So there, right? So this is a bit of like a breathing happening. We can leave that. Just makes it look a bit more, alive, And then if we look at these controls here, same thing we'll do, right? So we'll select all of these controls. and even that one there. Yeah, so what we can do, we can put keyframes in the contact and last and go to 5. The reason I go to 5 is because there's a step in the back, so I'll go down with it and I'll copy that to 15. So here you can see there's a bit of a movement happening right in the face there, and then you can just cycle that, and then I guess what you could do is you could come to the outside ones here, the outside cheeks, and you could be like, okay, let me just offset these by 1 because I want the front ones to go down first, then the second, and then you'll get a bit more of a breakup in that, right? And same thing with the eyebrows, like all you have to do is create a little bit of movement, not too much. So a keyframe, contact, keyframe, and you could be like, all right, the head goes down, the eyebrows go down a bit, and put that there, right? And it just fleshes out the skin a little bit, right? And then you see you already got one here. There's a bit of movement there, and then you could just suck. Maybe that's a bit too much movement, so then you just bring it down a bit like this if you don't want too much. And then the other thing you could have is, say, the nose here. So you could keyframe again in the middle and be like, all right, down, we go down. Just have a very, very slight, you know? You don't have to show it, just have it like very slight. And then this is the top bit. We don't have to worry about that. And obviously these will move, right? So these will move. That's all right. That. What's this one? Yeah, so we can get these two. What's this square? All right, the square moves all of them. That's nice. That's good. And then the square here, right? So that will just kind of move them all. So the same thing, because the whiskers are moving, it makes sense then that these are going slightly down. Doesn't have to be too much, but they're going slightly down. And even if and they might even happen earlier because they're leading the whiskers. And then you've got those as well, right? And you can keep on keying like all of these. You could be like, all right, we'll bring this down as well. Copy that over here. And then you just keyframe that. It's just something there that wouldn't otherwise be there, right? And in these arrows, you could do the same thing, right? You could keyframe, come to 5, to slightly have it down, not too much. So there's something there, and that's, I guess this is for the eyes, but again, you can just do the keyframe and just bring it down a little bit. So there's a bit of movement there, right? So just makes it feel a little bit alive, something that's there that wouldn't be there otherwise. Then you can have a look. Yeah, that tail might be too much exaggeration of the tail, but hey, it's all right. Okay, so we've got, and you can carry on polishing that as much as you like, more and more and more. There you go. So there is a walk cycle that you can practice, you know. Remember, it's all about, oops, it's all about, why isn't this closing? It's all about the reference, you know, that's all it comes down to. But there you have it. We have done a cycle, which we can still polish it a little bit more, you know. Yeah, I mean, the cycles side to side. You got it side to side, moving side to side, yeah. All right, guys. So yeah, that's the end of the series for the walk cycle there. And that's how you animate a walk cycle, a quad walk cycle, vanilla one, you know, which obviously you can go ahead and just polish it a bit more, get it, refine it a bit more, get it looking how you want, change the timing if you like as well. All right, guys, so I will see you in the next series, which will probably be the run tutorial that we'll do. Take it easy, take care, and remember, if you want to dive more detailed into this kind of stuff, I've got a Maya Animation Mastery that you can do, or Animation Mastery I should call it, which goes through basics to fundamentals and gets you ready, gets your showreel game ready. You know, it'll give you all the tools to do that. You've got to put in the work though. Animation takes time. It's not easy, it takes time, but I try to make it as fun, as enjoyable to learn in the course. So check that out in the description. There's a private Facebook group, private inner circle group when you enroll. So I'll give feedback directly. Okay, my friends, I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, so again, like I said, you know, Maya Animation Mastery, if you like that tutorial, there's more of these tutorials in my course. I teach a lot of practical stuff in there, and it's just I put more practical stuff in there because the more you practice, the better you're going to get, you know, with the right guidance as well. So I'm teaching what my mentors have taught me, and I'm passing that over to you guys. And also, along with that, 22 years of experience in video gaming industry as well. So if you like it, check out this description below, and I'll see you in the next video. Like, subscribe, and also 70% of you who come don't subscribe, please subscribe. The channel is growing. It's getting bigger now, slowly. So let's try and get that 10,000 mark now, you know, we're not far off. And I'll see you in the next video. Get off the screen, go for a walk, train, you know, also look after your health, guys. All right, I'll see you in the next video.